Good evening, everybody. Before I start, I would like to acknowledge the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation, who are the traditional custodians of the land we meet on today. I would also like to pay my respects to the old elders, past and present, and to the children of today who are the elders of the future. Hello, my name is Nurcan Teker. I'm a graduate student at Southern Cross University. Today I will discuss about the importance of play in early childhood education and care. I'm sure we can all remember those wonderful childhood moments when we had the most fantastic time playing with our friends, running around and just having a fun. Researchers like Peterson, Morris, Baker Ward, and Phelan have found that these early memories often link to play activities and have a special impact on our lives. Play is something we all know and love. But have you ever thought why it's so important? According to Marvina, it's not just about having fun, it's about building crucial skills. Learning through play supports the development of early literacy and numeracy skills in an integrated approach, while also cultivating children's social, emotional, physical, and creative skills. This means that when children play, they are not only enjoying themselves, but they're also getting better at reading, math, making friends, understanding their feelings, staying healthy, and expressing their creativity. I will start outlining some of the important features of early childhood education and care. I will focus on play philosophy, theoretical support for play, early childhood education and care policies, research and literature, developmental domains, play types that support learning. To understand why play is such an important aspect of human development, we need to explore theories of behind it. Foundation of play and theory. Foundational theories recognize the significance of play in child education. They believe that play was not just a pastime but a fundamental means through which children learn and develop essential skills and knowledge. Let's explore some of these influential theories, such as John M.S. Comenius, John Locke, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, Joan Pestalozzi, and Frederick Froebel. John Locke is a philosopher from England. He had an interesting idea about children. He believed that when children are born, their minds are like blank slates, ready to be filled with knowledge. Locke thought that the best way to teach children was through positive and playful experiences that encouraged their thinking and met their individual needs, rather than using scary or harsh methods. He even suggested that playing with indoor blocks was a good way to do this, instead of rowdy outdoor plays. Jean-Jacques Rousseau, who was from Switzerland, believed the importance of allowing children the freedom to develop naturally through activities like play. He thought that children should have the freedom to develop naturally without adults telling them what to do. Johann Pestalozzi was from Switzerland. He thought children should be free to explore and play, and teachers should watch and help them to learn. For example, in a daycare center, educators notice that a child constantly selects animal-themed books during story time and enjoy mimicking animal sounds. Recognizing that child's interest in animals, the educators create an interactive activity about animals. They can bring in animal figures, share animal facts, and encourage the children to mimic animal movements and sound during a special animal adventure session. Also, they can play music about animals and mimicking animal sounds. John Amos Comenius was a Czech philosopher. He believed that children should engage in learning through play. He emphasized that learning should be enjoyable and that play is a natural way and effective way for children to develop their physical, emotional, social, and cognitive well-being. They are all interconnected and together they contribute to a holistic sense of well-being. For example, when children play on the sandpit with scooping and pouring the sand, they are not only having fun but also developing their fine motor skills. They are learning about cause and effect as they build and destroy structures. Through imagination play, they create scenarios where toy trucks become characters in their stories, fostering creativity and language development. Friedrich Froebel was a German educator. Froebel believed that play was the highest expression of a child's development. He saw play a natural and essential activity through which children explore, learn, and grow. He also saw symbolic play, where children use material to represent abstract concepts, as an important cognitive exercise. Educators were to observe and understand each children's interests and developmental needs, creating an environment where play could flourish. Constructivist theorists of play and pedagogies. A constructivist approach like High Scope emphasized the active role of children in their own learning, the importance of play, and the partnership between educators and children in creating meaningful learning experiences. Jim P.J., Erik Erikson, John Bowlby, Lev Vygotsky, Barry Rogolfs, some of the constructivist theorists. Jim P.J. was a Swiss psychologist known for his theory of cognitive development, recognized that children develop a range of skills through play. P.J. believed that play was an essential component of cognitive development. Play allows children to explore and experiment with the world, their understanding. Stage of cognitive development, sensory motor stage, which is birth to 2 years, pre-operational stage 2 to 7 years, concrete operational stage 7 to 11 years, formal operational stage 11 to 16 years. Stage of developmental of play, concrete operational stage 7 to 11 years, pre-operational stage 2 to 7 years, and sensory motor stage birth to 2 years. Lev Vygotsky was a Russian theorist and psychologist. His social cultural perspective, Vygotsky believed that children develop their thinking during play. Children can develop in their cognitive development with the right social interaction and guided learning. His zone of proximal development (CPD), he believed that adults should be actively involved in play to help children learn. Vygotsky believed that development occurs during play. His theory also includes theory of fantasy. While the imagination-based play found within dramatic socio-dramatic, fantasy, pretend and imaginary play allows children to explore social norms. For example, when children play house or school, they are pretending, they are testing and learning about social interactions, relationships, and expectations. This imaginary play not only fosters cognitive development, but also supports the development of social and emotional intelligence. Early childhood education and care policies, research, and literacy in Australia. There are three important acronyms in Australia, such as ASICO, Australian Children Education and Care Quality Authority, EVALEF, Early Years Learning Framework, and NQS, National Quality Standard. ASICO is the regulatory body responsible for maintaining high-quality education and care standards. EVALEF sets out the principles and practices and outcomes for early childhood learning, emphasizing holistic development. NQS is a benchmark that ensures the quality of education and care services, covering aspects like educational programs, health, and safety. Together, these acronyms represent Australia's commitment to providing top-notch early education and care for young children. Educators in Australia are responsible for implementing NQS and EVALEF in their daily practice, creating a high-quality learning inclusive environment for children while adhering to ASICO's regulation and guidelines to ensure the delivery of top-notch education for children. ASICO guideline, play-based learning and intentional teaching practices have been combined to strengthen the connection between play and purposeful teaching, encouraging educators and children to think about their intentions in the learning process. It It also educators plan indoor and outdoor games that help children play in different ways and learn by doing things, making choices, and being curious and creative. What creates successful play environment? According to the National Quality Standard, there are key principles that guide the development of such environments. These principles emphasize the delicate balance between child-initiated play and intentional teaching, the thoughtful design of physical spaces to promote play-based learning, collaboration with families, and the alignment of policies and procedures to support a play-based curriculum. What's the benefits of play? Cognitive, emotional, social, language, and physical. Cognitive could be problem solving, decision making, creativity, reasoning. Emotional development would be expressing feelings, friendship, self regulation, resilience. Socially, communication, cooperate with friends, social interaction, sharing with others. Physical, fine motor skills, which includes hand fingers, gross motor skills, which includes arm legs, coordination and balance, emergent autonomy. Language includes vocabulary, conversation, and speech. For example, physical health is the foundation of overall well-being. Emotional health is closely linked to the physical well-being. When children play together, they develop social skills such as communication, cooperation, and negotiation and empathy. Cognitive well-being encompasses mental health and cognitive development. When these aspects are in balance and nurtured through play and other life experiences, they collectively contribute to a children's holistic well-being. So we can say physical, emotional, social, and cognitive well-being are interconnected, and together they contribute to a holistic sense of well-being. There are mainly two types of play-based learning: child-initiated and child-directed play, which is plan and implement play-based learning experiences based on children's interests, curiosity, and existing knowledge. Child-initiated and child-directed play often lends more towards child-led play rather than adult-initiated or guided play. It allows children the freedom to explore and make choices within the play context. While child-initiated and child-directed play gives children autonomy, educators can still employ intentional teaching strategies when appropriate. This might involve asking open-ended questions or providing materials that spark further explanation based on child's interests. Educators also actively observe and engage with children during child-initiated and child-directed play, which can provide opportunities for extending and deepening the child's learning experiences. Adult initiated and adult directed play. Adult directed play leans towards adult initiated and guided play rather than child led play. Educators plan and direct the play experiences, and children follow their instruction or guidelines. In adult-directed play, educators intentionally structure and guide the play activities. They may use explicit teaching strategies, provide specific introductions, and have predefined learning objectives. Adult-directed play often involves careful planning by educators who design activities with specific educational goals in mind. They may also assess children's learning during and after the play to determine if the objectives were met. Play activities that support learning. That would be STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. It helps children to develop critical thinking and problem solving, innovation and creativity, technological literacy, begin to understand how symbol and pattern systems work, social development, math skills, and emotional development. Sustainability. That would be gardening. That help children to learn environmental awareness, physical, emotional, cognitive, and emotional development, problem solving, social interactions, and math skills. As we wrap up, remember this: play is more than just fun, it's where we learn, grow, and build our futures. Thank you for listening to me today.